Fine. So let's start our today's session. Uh, in our last session, we were creating about the BDC, right? That BDC we have seen how we were creating. Fine. So let's start our today's session. Uh, in our last session, we were creating about the BDC, right? That BDC we have seen how we were creating that. First, we prepared an internal table, and that internal table we were passing to this transaction with the help of call transaction, right? So here we have prepared the internal table exactly same as there in the SHDB transaction. Okay, so this is the recording we have considered, right? And exactly the same transaction, same internal table we prepared and we have passed over there. Now let's optimize our code. Okay, so we will, you can see here that w underscore bdc, the structure, the value we are passing, everything is same over here, right? Everything is same, all this field is same value we are updating every time, same value we are updating every time, right? Same value we are updating every time, correct? So what we can do that we can here same value we are passing every time, right? So here every time the 5 value we are passing. In some cases we are passing the program dinpro and dinbegin, right? Here you can see that here I am passing the program dinpro and dinbegin. Here we are not passing that value, correct? Here we are not passing that value, here we are not passing that value, here we are not passing, but here again we are passing, right? Here again we are passing program dinpro and dinbegin, right? So what I will do that in some certain scenario we are passing the program dinpro and dinbegin. So we will create the subroutine, two subroutine, because one subroutine is also fine. With the help of one subroutine also we can do, but with the help of two subroutine we can modularize our subroutine. Okay. So just give me a second. I'm trying to mute other participant because I'm getting the background noise. Okay, so whenever you have any question, you can unmute and you can tell me. So here you can see that this is the program screen number and dinbegin I'm passing, right? Then program dinpro and dinbegin we are passing. Similarly here we are passing, but in another scenario we are not passing. So what we are going to do, we are going to create the two subroutine, okay? Because there are two different types of way we are passing. Even though the single subroutine also is fine, we can do in the single subroutine. Okay, so it all depends on you how you want to do. Okay, it all depends on you how you want to do. So let me show you with the single subroutine. With the single subroutine, it's very easy, right? Perform, you can use the perform, prepare BDC data, prepare prep BDC data, right? Prepare BDC data, and using every time 1 2 3 4 5 value you are going to pass, right? So 5 parameter you will be passing from here, correct? So the 5 parameter I'm just going to give the 5 parameters simply the space initially I'm passing. Okay, so for this is now the 5 parameter, correct? 1 2 3 4 and 5 parameter. Okay, put the full stop over here. Now double click over here, right click on the CS button, and in main program itself I'm going to create the subroutine, right? And you can see that my subroutine got created, and here the first parameter program is there, so you can write the program, right? Program. And the second parameter you have the DINPro, you can write the DINPro over here, DINPro. And then the third parameter you have the DINBegin, DINBegin. Then the fourth parameter field name and field value, right? If name and if value, correct? If name and if value. So automatically this is a pass by value, right? So this is fine, there is no problem. We don't want to get back the value or something like that, right? So it's a fine. And however, this IT_BDC is my global variable, right? So there is no problem, we can use it without any problem, right? So this IT_BDC is our global variable, so we can use it without any problem, right? Okay, so we can use it without any problem. This global variable, this is the global variable. You can see that it's defined over here. This is the work area. This is the globally defined, right? This work area is defined globally, so we can use it without any problem, right? If you want, you can define this work area inside the subroutine. That is possible. Okay, so I'm just going to define this work area inside the subroutine now. Okay, so anyway, there also you can keep it, here also you can do. Okay, I'm just defining this, but the scope of this work area here inside this subroutine only. Okay, so p_program, p_DINPro, right? So this is what we have done now. Now what we will do that WA_BDC hyphen control space, the first is what? Program name, right? First is program name equal to p_program. WA_BDC hyphen control space. This is the DINPro actually. DIN right here, DINPro control space. DINPro equals to p_DINPro. Then WA_BDC hyphen DINBegin, right? So control space and DINBegin. So just I'm preparing one, just I'm preparing one work area, and I will append that work area into this final BDC data just to optimize our code, right? So now the field name is this one, right? Equals to p_fn, and then WA_BDC hyphen f field value, right? So control space fval equals to p_val. Okay, check the syntax over here, and here you can see that so many error now is coming because W_BDC we have commented from there. So I don't require now this all these things, right? This is not required. This is I don't want, right? But this subroutine means the value we have to pass from here, right? I'm going to pass this value, Control C and Control V, Control C and Control V, Control C and Control V, then Control C. The other two is blank only, so nothing to do over here, and just remove this, okay, or just comment this. So what I will do that I will just comment it. It will be there for your reference maybe. Okay. Then for another one, for this one, I'll copy the same, copy and paste it over here. Here we are passing the blank, right? So here just I'm going to mark it blank, right? So first three is blank. Here BDC OK code is there, so I'll pass the BDC OK code, and here I'll pass the enter. I'll pass the enter over here. Just remove other thing. Okay. Now, sorry, I'll comment. Okay. Now here for this one, the first three is again blank blank. Pass this one, Control V, and then pass this one. Copy this and pass it. Control V. Just comment this. Okay. And now copy once again. Control V. I'm going to paste it in one go everywhere. Okay. So it will be easy for me. Control V. Control V. Control V. Control V. Control V. Just I'm pasting. Okay. So now let's pass the value. For this we have done already. Now for this we will do RMMG1 Martner we have passed. We are passing MBRSH, and for MBRSH we are passing a 1 over here, right? A 1. Now comment this. Here MTRT, here pass the MTRT, and here pass the FERT. Pass this FERT. Okay. Comment this. Now now here you can see that this is the program we are passing. So copy this and pass this program, and here the sequence would be same. Okay. Sequence you will have to keep the same, because you want to get the exactly same internal table, right? And this is blank, other two is blank. Now, so this we have seen. I'm just going to comment this one, and here also you can see that this BDC underscore code you can pass it, Control V and enter. Pass the enter over here. Comment this. Here again, what you can do, copy this one, paste it over here, pass the X value over here, right? Okay, comment this. Now, this also you'll have to do the same. Copy this and paste it over here. Copy, paste, copy, paste. Other is going to be blank value, right? Because here you have blank. Comment this. Now you can see here the 3 is blank, BDC OK code, right? BDC OK code, paste it over here, BDC OK code and BU. So BU, right? Comment this one. Now this MAKTX, copy this, copy this, paste it. Then TEST. This is the description we are having, right? This is the description we are having. We have commented. Now this one, MEINS, unit of measure. Pass this unit of measure over here. EA, right? Comment this. It got commented. And the perform, this is not required. Okay, everything is done now. Everything is done. So what actually we have done over here, that exactly what I have done over here, if you can see that I have alternatively used the subroutine, right? So this subroutine I have alternatively used. Check the syntax now. W underscore BDC, okay, this is not required. Check the syntax now. This is fine. Activate this one, activate this one. Okay. Now what I will do that, I will copy this program. Okay. I will remove the date code. Okay. So I want to keep also and I want to remove. So what I will do that, I will create a new program better. So 45, 46, copy, local object. And we have 45 for our reference. I'm going to delete all these things. Just I want to show you that you can see that how less your code is, right? Earlier it was a bigger code. That was not good, right? Okay. So if you see anywhere the BDC code, like you will be able to see like this. So without understanding, if you look into this, no, you will feel like, oh my God, what is this? But at this point of time, now you will be in the situation to understand it properly, right? So now you will not get any fear that what is this, right? We came to know that what is this? This is nothing, just another way of, right? It's just another way of preparing the data using the subroutine. We are doing nothing, but we are just preparing the internal table. You can see that how beautiful your code is looking over here, and with the help of, even if you want to modularize this also, you can modularize. That is also possible, right? This particular chunk of code you can put somewhere in another subroutine, right? Okay, no problem. Let it be like this only. Okay, so we have prepared the data. IT underscore BDC is prepared. Check the syntax now. Activate it. Put the breakpoint over here. Press F8. Okay, and you can see that now our data is getting prepared. I missed to write append W underscore BDC to IT underscore BDC, right? So your IT underscore BDC will not be populated, right? Because I missed that part. W underscore BDC append I have to write, then only it will append, right? So what I will do that, I will add that particular part. At this point of time, it will not do anything. Come to this subroutine, and here just you write append WA underscore BDC to IT underscore BDC. Every time you have to make sure one particular thing that, if you are going to define it globally, this is locally. If you are going to define it globally, then make sure that when you are going into subroutine, clear that one, clear W underscore BDC as a better practice. This will save, this will help you to avoid any kind of problem. Okay, but here, because this is a local, this is a local variable, right? This is the local work area. So every time this subroutine will get called, this will be allocated a new memory. So it will automatically refresh. So in this case, you don't require to clear. Even if you write, there is no problem, but it does not require. Okay. So fine. Append W underscore BD to IT underscore BDC. Activate this one. Just go back, and we have already put the breakpoint over here. Run this, and now you will be able to see that IT underscore BDC 0 only, one record has come, and similarly it will fill all the record, and it will prepare the internal table in the desired way what we wanted. Press F8, IT underscore BDC. Now you can see that exactly the same data you are having. Now if you come over here, the mode I'm keeping N over here because the mode is N, so you will not be able to see any screen. Okay, so what I will do that, I will keep the mode A. I will put the mode A. So go into change mode, and here the mode we can put the A. So let me do one thing. I will declare one variable data lv underscore mode, so that in debugger also whenever I want, I can change it. So default mode I'm going to keep it A, means all. Okay, then data, fine. So only mode let us keep at this point of time. So mode I've told you A, E and N. A means all, E only stands for error, and N is none, means never it will display the screen. Okay, and this LV underscore mode I will pass over here as, you know, the variable, right? So A is here, so mode is A. Activate it, put the breakpoint over here, press F8. Now press F8 once again. At this point of time you will see that a screen will open, right? Because A I am using over there. A. Remember A. A stands for all. All means all screen. That's why you are able to see the screen. So very important, just remember A stands for all, E stands for whenever any error comes into the picture, and N means never, none. Okay, very important interview question, means frequently asked the interview question, what are the different modes in which a screen appears? Okay, what are the different, you know, mode in which a screen appears? Okay, BDC mode. So you'll have to tell there are three modes: A, 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 right? A stands for all, E stands for only in case of error, and N for none. So A, E and N, right? Just remember A, E and N. A, E and N. Note down somewhere. You will be able to remember for longer. Okay. You can repeat with me yourself also, A, E and N. Remember, it's a very important interview question. A, E and N. A stands for all, E stands for only in case of error, and N stands for none. Please remember A, E and N. Okay, so now I'm going to click on this enter button, and you can see that automatically it's coming. Click on this OK button, and because already this particular material is there, that's why the material already maintained for this transaction it is telling. If you go back, the message has been collected into this LT underscore IT underscore message. You can see that the message type it is showing that successful, right? M3307. You can go and check what is this particular message ID and message number, where you can go and check AC91. AC91. Remember, this transaction is very important. AC91. This is the transaction where you can go and check the meaning of message ID and message number. 307, give 307 over here, click on this display button. You can see that material already maintained for this transaction or event, right? That's the meaning of this particular message, right? Because that was already there, it is telling like this. So here you can see that every time it is going to create only one material, right? Every time it is going to create only one material. Now you might be thinking how we will be able to use the multiple material, right? How we will be, I will show you how you can be able to do with the multiple material, right? See, what are the variable things, whatever means, what are the things which you are going to pass over here dynamically, right? In order, if you have to create the multiple material, in that case, which thing you are going to pass it dynamically, right? That's what I'm trying to tell it over here. Open the Excel. Okay, we have already prepared some data. I think I missed to save that one. Just a second. Okay, no issue. So you know that I want to create multiple material. So other thing is going to be same. What only I'll have to pass here, this material number I will have to pass, right? This material number I will have to pass. This is this other first two statement is going to be same, right? Then here the industry sector you are going to pass dynamically. This material type is going to pass the dynamically because this value is going to be changed every time, right? So other thing will be same. This is also same. This is also same. this material description, right? This description is going to pass dynamically and means you are going to pass dynamically. Other thing is we are going to put the same, right? Only this material number, this industry sector, material type, and this description and means you are going to pass dynamically, right? So now let us suppose if you have the list of material which you want to display. So already I have prepared the data from some another batch. Let me open if it is, yeah, it's there. So what I will do that I'll copy this new material we are having. I'm going to just change the name of the material because it will already it will be there already. So what I will do that I'll copy this one, Control F, Control V, and the name of the material I will give over here something like MB28 APR, right? MB28 APR new. Okay, so I'll give this one. I would like to replace with this actually. So first I will find this one. Sorry. So you have to press Control H actually. You have to press Control H. Just a second. It got hanged. Just a second. There is some internet issue from my side because here weather is not good. That may be the reason. Yeah, now it has come. So what I will do that here weather is not good. That's why the internet is not working properly. Okay. Copy this one, paste it over here, and here I want to replace it with MB03 APR new. This is the name of the material I'm keeping. Okay, and I'm going to replace it. So replace for all. There are so many materials, right? You can see there are so many materials around. We have, so just I'm going to show you. There are a lot of material. Let's not keep this much. Okay, 2100 material. So you can keep lakhs of material over here in a notepad, right? You can have notepad which you are going to, which you are going to upload into the system, right? So just we will take 10 or 20 material, and in the same way we can do for all. You have to just open the file. Why I'm not taking more material? Because it will be not easy for me to showcase you quickly, right? It will take a lot of time. So just I'm removing the material. Let me do one thing. It's taking some time to create it, delete it. I will copy this material and I will paste it over here. Okay, so here if you can see that this is the material number, this is the material type, this is the industry sector, right? This is the 900 is not required. This is the material group which we are not passing in our program, right? If you see in our program, we are just passing the material number, material type, then we are passing what? Material number, industry sector, material type, then material description and unit of measure. This only we are passing. So I'm going to remove this particular 900 things is not required, right? Then come over here and I'll open another notepad. Don't save. Control V, and this I will save with a different name over here. MB03 APR. So this is the name of my file, BDC. Okay, so this 11 material just we want to create. So this material first you will have to upload, right, in this program. This material you will have to first upload into this program. So how you can upload this material into the program? So to upload this list of material into the program, right, and then you will have to put into an internal table. So for that there is a function module called GUI upload. Okay, so there are many function module to upload the, if you remember in the file operation class we were talking about. So there are many function module to upload the data. Okay, from Excel also you can upload, from the notepad also you can upload. We are just looking into the notepad part. Okay, I'm going to remove this importing and all these things. What we will keep it over here, the important parameter only, header length will keep. We'll remove that one. File type will keep, and this has field separator also will keep. The file name will have to give the complete path of the file where you have prepared our path. This is somewhere we have prepared that MB28. This is the file name, right? This is the file name. This is our file name. Okay, just click over here. Why it didn't? Let me check 1 second. It got zipped. MB28. No, this is some another file. Just a second. Let me close this one. Close this program. This is not that one. We created some another file. MBBDC. Here
So
we are having. Yeah, here we are having. Yeah, here you can see that this is the file we are having over here, MB03 APR underscore BDC, right? The file, the path of the file we will give, go to the properties, and from here I will copy the path, cancel, and here just go and come to this program. Actually give the name of the path, put in a single quote, ASC has field separator. We are having the field separator over here, right? So tab separator, we are having the X, pass it X over here, right? Whatever the data we are having, it is a tab separated. You can see that. Press tab, right? Tab, computer keyboard tab. Okay, so that tab. So tab separated, it is there. Because it's tab separated, you'll have to give over here the X, has field separated as X. Okay, file type is ASC, that is the text file, and here this is the path we are having. Check the syntax now. Some error is there. This data tab, actually here you'll have to get the data in the internal table, right? So what are the field we are passing over here? If you see that we are passing the material number, right? We have the MATNR, we have MTART, we have MBRSH, means industry sector. This we don't want, right? And then we have the unit of measure, then we have MAKTX. Just a second. MBRSH, unit of measure, and then we have MAKTX. So these five fields we require in an internal table. So we'll first create one internal table having the 5 fields. Okay, you know that how to create the internal table. First we will create a structure, begin of, begin of file data. Here Matner, you have Matner type. Matner is my data element. Then MTART type, MTART, then MBRSH type MBRSH, then MAKTX, will MEINS, keep first, MEINS, and then MAKTX, type MAKTX, and here I'm going to end of file data. So the file data structure I have created, and this file data structure IT underscore data, I will declare one internal table, type table of file underscore data. Okay, and in in file underscore data I will put all my data. Okay, I will put all my data under over here. This changing and all, if you want this exception, it's a good practice to enable the exception, but here I'm just going to remove. Okay, in real time, just enable that exception. Here just I wanted to make our code simpler, so I have removed that exception part. I will show you now over here that this size of RC and all I'm also going to remove. Okay, pretty printer, check the syntax. Some file data it's telling unknown. Why? The name of the file what we have kept, actually IT underscore data. The internal table I have kept IT underscore data. So that internal table you can put it over here. Check the syntax now. Activate this one, remove this one. Okay. Put the breakpoint over here, press F8. And now just try to IT underscore data, you can see it's blank, 0 value. Press F6. It's trying to read the file. The file does not exist. It's telling the file does not exist. Why? Maybe we have not kept only we have given the desktop. We have not given the file name. That's the problem. Okay. So go here, go to the program, SC38, go into change mode, and we'll give the name of the file, MB03APR BDC, right? This is the name of the file. I'll just copy this name of this file, go here, and that file name we will give it. Okay. That file name will give it. Go into change mode, and that file name will give it .txt. Okay. Now activate this. Press F8, F6, and you can see that 11 records is read. At this point of time there is no error. Size of RC also we got 0. That means operation was successful. Okay. If there would have been some problem, you will be able to understand the problem if you would have enabled the exception. Under the exception, it would be telling that file does not exist. Okay, because I have removed the exception, that's why we were not able to understand what was the actual error. Just with my looking into it, I came to know that so that's why it's always better to enable the exception. Okay, here you can see that we are having 11 records, right? You can see that we are having 11 records. All the records has come. Now for all the record I want to call this particular MM01, right? For all the record I want to call this particular MM01, right? Currently at this point of time, if you go and see the IT underscore BDC, right, where we are preparing the data, this will not get filled. This will get filled with only this ZMB test 03, whatever earlier it was there. But we want to fill the data one by one with the help of means whatever the record in IT underscore data is there with that. Okay, that we want to do. So how to do that? Okay, how to do that? Go here, come over here, press F8, go into the program. What you will have to do that loop at IT underscore data into data WA underscore data. So one by one you will get the data over here, right? And here for each record you will have to call this transaction in program, right? So in W underscore data you are getting one by one record, and the material is going to contain this W underscore data hyphen matter, right? So here this material you are passing for this particular matter. Okay, so dynamically now you are passing the value, not your hard coding. W underscore data hyphen MBRSH, right? MBRSH, sorry, it was MBRSH, no, that's correct. And here the mtart, right? WA underscore data hyphen mtart, okay. And other here, right? MAKTX, WA underscore data hyphen MAKTX, MAKTX, and then WA underscore data hyphen MEINS. So till here, please let me know if you have any doubt till here. Please feel free to ask any question if you have any doubt. I hope that it's clear for everyone. Should not be any doubt. I have tried to keep it simple. Okay, step by step we are going. So if you have any doubt still, please feel free to ask. Feel free to discuss. There is no problem in discussing. Okay, so actually dynamically I'm passing. So if you have any doubt, please let me know. Okay, some message I have got. Okay, Ramesh, still you are not able to see my screen. Can you please confirm? Can you unmute yourself and let me know? Ramesh, you are there? Okay, fine. Now it's okay. Good. So now we can activate this one. Activate. So you can see actually what I'm trying to do one by one material dynamically. I am populating the IT underscore BDC. This internal table dynamically I am populating. Okay. And then I'm calling this mm01 to update the data for each record. This is how dynamically you can call for the even lakhs of record is there or 2 lakhs 10 lakhs of record is there. You can do like this. Okay, press effect. Okay, press effect F5. In W underscore data you can see the one complete record has come. For this record you want to prepare the data, you want to prepare the BDC data, and then you want to create the record, right? So now one by one it's going to prepare the data, one by one it's going to prepare the data, right? One by one it's going to prepare the data, and IT underscore BDC at last you will get exactly in the same format how it was there, right? Now go and check your IT underscore BDC 12. Here you can see the same, right? And here the material number, MBRSH, FERT, correct? This is coming properly. Everything is fine. So now this material will be created with this information. Okay, with this information. MAKTX is not coming properly over here. MEINS is also not coming properly. You can see MAKTX and MEINS. Why? This is like, why like this, right? Why like this? So we'll check this one. What is the problem? Go to the data, IT underscore data, and we'll see what is the problem. MBRSH, here you can see, here it should be unit of measure, and here it should be description. So my file is not perfect. My file is not perfect. So what I will do that I will cancel this transaction, right? We will go and exit application. Yes, I have cancelled because my file was not correct. Go and correct the file. Okay, I will go and correct the file. MB03 APR underscore BDC. This is what here 900 still it is coming. This I don't require, right? This I don't require. Let me copy from here. From here we have removed, right? I'll copy and I'll paste it over here. This header is not necessary to pass. Okay, this header is not necessary to pass. If we're going to copy this header also, there one option is there for header. You can mark X so that the program will ignore this X because there is no meaning of this the header, right? I just paste it over here. Now my file is correct, and let's go and see SC38. Just display, and I'll put the breakpoint once again over here. Yeah, it's fine. Press F8. Press F6. IT underscore data is now we are having the 11 records. This looks good now, right? This looks good now, and press F6, come over here, press F8, and IT underscore BDC, I'm going over here, right? And IT underscore BDC, every time I'll have to write. So what I will do, I'll click on the save button so that it will be reserved. Okay, it will be there saved in the memory. So whenever I will come in debugger, I will not have to write every time this IT underscore data and IT underscore BDC here. So I'll just click on the save button. Okay, now you can see that now data looks good for me. Material description and this unit of measure is coming properly. Other field is also fine. Okay, so this is perfect. Now press F6, and you can see that because it was in the A mode, it's coming over here. And now click on this OK button, and your material got successfully created. Your material got successfully created. Okay, so you can go and check that this IT underscore MSG to record the message type is successful, and M3800, right? Message ID M3800 we are having, and another message ID 15239, right? So M3800, let us see what is the meaning of M3800. Okay, so M3800 meaning should be successfully created. Okay, so M3 and check for the 800. Okay, material created, right? Ampersand is there, it will tell you which material got created. Okay, so your material got successfully created. Similarly you can see here that I'm going to create the second material, right? You can see that we are going to create the second material. Just a second. But it's coming one only, right? It's not coming for the second. You can see that it's coming one only. So what's the problem? Why it's coming one? Let's see the IT underscore BDC. Oh my God. You can see the IT underscore BDC, there are 36 records. Generally, it would be having some 12, 13 or 18 like that, you know. And here the material, you know, ZMB03 APR new 1 is still there, right? The previous. The 2 is also there, right? 3 is also there. That's why it is coming like this, right? 12, 12, 12. For each material 12, 12 it is coming like this, and that's the problem. It is not working fine. Why it's not working fine? Any guess? Any one of you? Can you tell me why multiple? For one material there should be one set of BDC data, right? There are multiple set of BDC data for each material is there, and that's the creating problem. Any idea? Anyone? Anyone can give me the hint? What is the problem?
I think there is no clear statement.
Right. Perfect. Very good, Neha. So because there was no clear statement over here, see this IT underscore BDC, we are just passing, but we are not clearing. Because we are not clearing, that's why the problem is there. So just clear the, because that's the internal table, so use the refresh statement, okay? Because that's the internal table, so you'll have to use the refresh. Clear will not work over here, right? IT underscore BDC. Clear will work with the internal work area or variable. This is the internal table, so I'm just using this refresh statement so that for in each loop for each material, the separate set of BDC data will be created. And now it is fine. Now it's fine. So at this point of time, you will be able to see that this particular material will be created, not this all, because it perfectly created for one, and after that it went into the error. You can go to the SC16N transaction or SC11 or SC16 simply, and here go to this MARA table, give the MATNR value. What's the MATNR value you will give? Here. Just copy this much, and I will show you which are the material got created till now. Press F8. Here you can see that only one material got created, right? You can see that only one material got created over here. Other materials are not created. Now run this. This time there will not be any problem because we are using this refresh statement. Okay, so the first material, because already it has created, it will give you the error that it is already there, right? So I'm going to press F6. I don't want to go into the all mode. I don't want to see any screen. So in LV underscore mode, instead of A, I will pass N over here. I will change the data. I will change the content here. Okay, in debugger, press enter, and I will press F6 now. You can see that it didn't show any screen. Refresh this IT underscore BDC data. IT underscore BDC, we have 12 records. Press F6, it's got refreshed. Now this time there should not be any problem. Press F8 and LV underscore mode A. Okay, this time also I'm going to keep B. N only. I don't want to see anything. Okay, press F6, and the second material also this time got created. This is the update function module is getting triggered, right? If you don't want to get it triggered, you can go to the setting, change debugger profile, and you can remove this update debugging. Okay, so now this time it will not work because in beginning itself you'll have to do this thing. Their memory, their buffer should be refreshed, then only it will work. Okay, you can see the second record now got created. Press F8. This is for the third record. Okay, I didn't change in the debugging that A into N, that's why again it come. Okay, you can see the third record is going to get created, and this is how the multiple record you can create. This is how you can create the multiple record. Okay, so every time it will go into every time it will go into the what it will go into the all mode because I am using the A over here. Okay, however, the 4 or 5 records has already been created, so I will just come out from the application, and that A mode I will give as the N mode, and I will create all this material. Okay, come to this particular table, just refresh this, and you can see the 4 material got successfully created. You can go to MM03 transaction also, and you can check from there all the created material. Okay, now just go here, exit and close application, click on the CS button and go to SC38 once again, go into change mode, and here LV underscore mode I'm going to pass N, so other also will get created. Okay, other also will get created. Perfect. Activate this one. Just I'm going to run this. Okay, press F8, and you can see that everything got created. We came out from the loop, right? But the already 4 material was there, right? Already 4 material was there, so it will not create the existing material because already it is there. It would also thrown the message, right, which we are supposed to capture, and that message we are supposed to show on the output screen. That also we will see just in couple of minutes. Okay, here just press F8 and come out. Here you can see that update was cancelled, received by all these 2 or 3 update got cancelled. No problem. Let's refresh this, and here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 9 materials got created. This 10 and 11 didn't get created, right? 10 and 11 didn't get created. There can be several reasons. Let me check. The name is different, right? You can see that. Just you can go and check if this material is present over there already, that's why, or some another, right? Control V, just run this. You can see no values found. This material is not created, right? This material is not created. No, not created. It's not creating this 10th and 11th. Update is getting cancelled for this particular material. No problem. I will change the name, and if you want to create with this name, however, that was not the correct name for which we were trying to create. This is the correct name, and now if you want to do again, you can run your BDC. Okay, again you can run your BDC and you can update this one. Okay, you can update this one. So Okay, this is due to the memory was not refreshed. That's the problem. So no problem. What I will do that, because already it is there. Go here /n AC38, refresh the memory, everything, close everything, or just come out from the session better. In order to avoid any problem, just I have come out from the session. Just a second. So go to AC38 /n AC38. This time 45. Okay, 46. The program is 46 actually. 46. This is the program we have created. Press the effect, and everything, the two materials also this time would have been created. Okay, the another two material which we were trying to create. You can go and check over here that material. Okay, so this is the material. Okay, so now you can see that 10, 11 also got created. So from 1 to 11, all the material got created. Total 11 hits are there, correct? And total 11 records also we were having, right? You can see here 11 records. So 11 records. So similarly, suppose if you have large amount of data, with the help of BDC, you can, you can create those large amount of data. You can create those large amount of data. Okay, you can create those large amount of data. Now we are coming to some important part. Okay, we are coming to some important part. What is that important part? I will show you. So what actually I'm trying to tell you over here, that here you can see that MM01 using IT underscore BDC mode IT underscore mode matches into IT underscore MSG we are having, right? We are having this particular thing. Mode you understood, BDC mode. What are the BDC mode you understood? Very, very important interview question. A, E, and N will have to remember for the BDC mode. Similarly, we have the update mode. Okay. So BDC mode and update mode, you must have to remember. All the BDC related stuff is very important from interview point of view. Okay. So what are the BDC modes? Okay, VVI. So what are the BDC modes? So your answer should be like this. There are three modes in BDC. There are three modes, in BDC. What are these mode actually? These BDC modes are known as the display mode. Okay, what are the BDC display modes? A, E, and N are actually display modes. Okay, so this is your question is going to be asked by the interviewer. You'll have to tell the answer that there are three modes. There are three display modes. One is A. A stands for all. Then two is E. E stands for in case of display the screen in case of error only. Display the screen in case of error only. And the third one is N. Never display. It actually stands for none. No screen. Okay. So this should be your answer. This answer you'll have to give, to your interviewer. Another important question is, what are the BDC update modes? We also have the update modes. Okay, this is also the VVI. Very, very important question. Remember, there are two modes to update. One is synchronous, and another is asynchronous. Synchronous mode and asynchronous mode. There are two update modes. What is the synchronous and asynchronous mode? Okay. Here you have update. If you are going to write S over here, this is the optional. If you don't pass, it will by default take the asynchronous mode. It will by default take the asynchronous mode. Okay, if you don't pass anything. But if you pass explicitly, then you can pass S also or A also. A stands for asynchronous, S stands for synchronous. Remember, S stands for synchronous and A stands for asynchronous. Please remember this, very, very important. There are two update modes in BDC. There are two update modes in BDC. One is asynchronous, another is synchronous. First one is, please repeat with me. You will be able to remember it. Okay, it's a very, very important interview question. Okay, there are two update modes. One is synchronous, another is asynchronous. There are two update modes. One is synchronous, another is asynchronous. Synchronous stands for it synchronously update the record. It synchronously updates the record. Asynchronous means parallel. It will parallelly update the records. Parallelly means, see, when you are going to come over here /o mm01, if you are going to create any transaction, means any record over here. For example, I am going to create some record. Let us suppose MB 28 and 100. I'm going to create. Press enter. Basic data 1. So here, you have so many like basic data 1, basic data 2, classification, sales organization, this, that. You can see. If you want to pass all this value, you have multiple value. Okay, basic data 1, basic data 2, or suppose if you don't have multiple value, you have only this basic data 1 tab, and here you just wanted to save some value, here you wanted to save some value, right? And so let's suppose this particular, here some value is going to update in some another table. Let's suppose you have the table called, table called A. So this A, B, and this value, and this value is going to update in table called A, and this particular value is going to table called B. Okay. Just I'm going to give one, example. It's not a real-time example. Just I'm trying to make you understand the concept of asynchronous. So in two different tables, your data is going to update. And the records should be independent. Whatever the data you are going to update, so that means this set of data, this data, and this data is in one category, means is related data because you are going to update in a one table, and this data you are going to update in a separate table. This both the data should be independent of each other. If both set of data are independent of each other, then parallelly you can save in two different tables, so you will be able to save your time, right? But if there is a dependency on this particular set of data, without saving this data, you will not be able to save this particular there is a dependency of this particular value on this set of data. Okay, in this set of data you have the dependency, right? You have the dependency. So first you will have to save this, then you will have to save this one. So step by step if you are going to do, that means synchronous. But if there is no dependency on this set of data, right? This is in separate set and this is in another set. So these three you can save in one table, and at the same time you can go and save this particular value also in the different table. At the same time, parallelly you can save. So this is known as asynchronous. Okay. So once you call this transaction, how you want to save the data in that particular transaction, it can be decided by you. If you want, you can give the S also. That means first the record should be saved in a single table, then in another table, then in another table, then in another table, then in another table, step by step. We're going to give the A. So if there is no dependency between the data, okay, if there are no dependency between the data or between the sets of data, the data is going to saved into the table parallelly, whether it is with the help of update function module or a synchronous RFC or a synchronous RFC or TRFC, QRFC, it can be anything, right? So asynchronous means parallel, just to understand. Asynchronous means parallel, and whatever asynchronous, whatever the parallel is there, right? In your CPU, if you have multiple core, they are going to process parallelly. In that case, what will happen? Wherever the parallel execution is there, the execution is going to be fast. Okay, so if you are going to put it over A, the execution is going to be very fast. Okay, very fast. So generally we pass it over A over here. If there is no problem, right? If there is no problem, generally we pass it over A or S. In this scenario, this does not create any kind of problem. Okay, because it's for this particular transaction, for a set of record, for a single record we are going, it's going to work. This A and S is going to work inside this transaction, right? So it all depends on you. Generally we pass A over here. If you don't pass, by default it goes A. Okay, by default it goes A. So just remember, there are two update mode, A and S. You can pass it over here, A or S, anything is fine. Okay, activate this one. So you want to store this one, call transaction mm0 using it_bdc. Mode is nothing but this is the display mode, this is the update mode, update A. So there are two types of update generally in BDC. One is synchronous, another is asynchronous. Okay, one is synchronous, another is asynchronous. If you Google it out, or if you go to the standard documentation, there maybe you will be able to see there means several other types of update modes as well. They were newly introduced. Okay, so you can go and check if you want to learn extra update modes and all. These are the important one. If you are remember this much, you will be able to crack your interview, or this much concept is sufficient. These are the frequently used. These are the most used. If you want to learn extra things, you can go over there and you can check. Okay. Shrikant is asking in real time which mode, asynchronous mode, you can use in the call transaction. Okay. Can we use BDC for transaction data? Yes, you can use. There is no problem. You can use. Yes, you can use for the for transaction data. You can use. But suppose if you are having some BAPI, right? You can use. The answer is simply you can use. There is no problem. Once we will understand the BAPI concept of BAPI, we will compare which one is the better. Either BAPI is better or BDC is better. Okay. So in that case, I will try to understand that which one is supposed to be used better. Okay. So we understood these two important interview questions. Now we will also see over here that here you can see that if we have a small amount of data, this much code we have to write. You might be thinking, every time do we have to write this much of code, perform for preparing the BDC? Okay, to prepare this BDC, do we have to write this much of code? Right? There is an alternative. Already system has given you so many tools, so many things. Just we need to know that. Go to SSDB and system is going to prepare the program for you. This is just I have discussed in order to understand the concept. If you want, what you can do, put the cursor over here. This is the BDC recording I have used in my program, right? You can put the cursor over here, click on this program. It will automatically create a beautiful program for you. You don't have to write a code, but you will have to manipulate the code. Everything will not be perfect over there. Based upon your requirement, you will have to manipulate the code. Click on this program button, give the name of the program ZTest or something like that, or ZMB28 APR, which was the program number 46. Let me copy this. I will give the 47. Click on this OK button. Give this program generated by SAP. BDC program generated by SAP. Local object, format error, no problem. I don't know what is this problem. Go into once again SHDB, go to this JTest, select this one, click on this program, Control V, 46 is already there, right? 46 is already there, 47 will give the program name. OK button, delete the existing one, click on this OK. SAP BDC. Source, local object. Why? It's happening. Field MAKTX does not exist in the DIN Pro. Okay. But the program is created. Let me go and check. SE38/N SE38 47. Go into change mode. Program is there, but no code is there actually. Okay. It generates the beautiful code. Let me try once more with some another. Okay. SHDB, actually I'll have to go SHDB, and we will take some another one. This is having some problem. What is the problem? MAKT enter. This is fine. MAKTX test. Okay. Here it's giving some problem when we are trying to create that one. No problem. Let me do one thing. I'll remove this particular value and I will try. Other also we can check, no issue, but because we are taking this as a sample, that's why I'm trying to show with this. Okay. Click on this program. Program name, just I'm giving JTest. Let's give the 47.
Pankaj, you are following the read from file, transferring from file, you will select the read button.
Okay. So
Go
you
to
mean
the,
to say that
go to the transfer from right record. Do the W
okay,
program
okay,
name.
okay. Yeah, yes, I got. Yeah, so here transfer from recording. Let's try with this. Yeah, and here it got created. So this is the program you have. You have to select the second radio button, transfer from recording. Thanks a lot very much for correcting me. There I was selecting the transfer from file. That's why the creating the problem. Here you can see that everything is written for you already, right? You can see that it's everything is written. Okay, so you can use this particular, you can use this recording over there. Directly you can copy this and you can paste it over there, or you can directly manipulate this program. Okay, whichever you feel better you can do. You can reuse this. This is generated by the SAP. SAP has generated for you this particular template. Here you can see that only 2 parameter it is passing. So this might be confusing for you. Why only 2 parameter? But there is no problem. Whatever the subroutine they have created, you can use this subroutine instead of that. Okay. So this is the subroutine they have. They are using like this. So this subroutine and this field also you can use, and this means 2 subroutine they have created, separate subroutine. This is one subroutine and this is another subroutine. Okay. And this is another subroutine. So everywhere two subroutine they have used. So you can use this two subroutine, or you can use in the way in which we are using. Both is fine. Just your main purpose should be there to populate the BDC data in the exactly same format. This is also doing the same thing. Whether you create the two subroutine or three subroutine or four subroutine or single subroutine, your intention should be to have the internal data in the same format. Okay, let's do one thing. We'll stop over here, and tomorrow we'll meet and we'll see some more stuff. Tomorrow we'll try to whatever the program we have written, SC38, the 46 number program. Okay, we'll go into the 46 number program. Here we will try to pass that dynamically. The here you can see the hard coded I have given, right? We will give a pop-up screen. F4 help. We'll press on F4 and we'll be able to see. Means we will give the location of the file from where we want to upload. Okay, by pressing on the button, it should give me the help window from where we can select dynamically, and that file we can pass it over here. So that one modification we will do. Tomorrow also we'll see that how we can handle the message, and then we will see what is the session method. This is actually known as the call transaction method. Okay, tomorrow in detail we will understand this stuff. What is this call transaction method, then what is the session method. If you understood this concept, the session method is also going to be very easy. Just the way we are calling over here, there it is going to be different. There we are going to call with the help of three function module: BDC open, BDC insert, and BDC close. In the session method, we will understand what is the call transaction, what is the call transaction you have seen over here, right? Session method we will discuss, and we will try to find out the differences, important differences, because that is also going to be a very important interview question. What's the difference between call transaction and BDC session? So complete BDC is very, very important. Complete BDC is very, very important. Then the next chapter we will keep the enhancement. That is also going to be very, very important. Very, very important enhancement. So many questions interviewer will ask from the enhancement section. Okay, that also we'll understand in detail. With this, let's stop over here. Let's go to the assignment part. If you have any question, feel free to discuss. And
what is the use of BDC underscore OK code?
BDC underscore OK code stands for to take the command input data. Whatever command you are going to give, the BDC underscore OK code will capture that data. Okay, so here you can see that BDC underscore OK code, we are having equal BU. Equal BU means save. Means if you are writing this equal BU, that means you are going to click on the save button on this particular screen. Which screen? This screen. This program, this screen. You are going to click on the save button because you are passing BU for this program and the screen numbers. So it will find out the save button and it will click on over there. Right? Here also you can see that for this program and a screen number we are having for BDC underscore OK code enter button. So it will, when it will go on to this program and this screen number, first it will give all this data and all, and then it will press enter button. Okay. So this is
whenever you press any button, by the time you will give the BDC underscore OK code. Save or enter.
Yeah,
anything.
when right. BDC underscore code is just to capture any command, right? Any command. If you press enter, then for example, if you go to SSDB transaction, from where we have got this one from the SSDB, right? So if you just go and do once the recording over here, for example, if I'm going to create one new recording, just test recording or new recording, I'm just going to give the 1707. This is my new recording, and click on this start. You'll have to give the transaction over here, mm01, start recording, and the material we can pass any material. For example, some test material or 1707 test. Then other thing I'm just going to keep. So what I'm going to do, So for this field, the value is there, material, industry sector, and material type. But when I press enter, okay, material type does not. Let me give some another name, or I think we'll have to. Name I'll have to correct. It is not accepting. So maybe I can give MB something like this. Press enter now. So when I pressed enter over here, that enter should be captured by some code or some field. Then only the program will be also able to press the enter, right? So that enter, so that enter has been captured under the OK underscore code. Here also, after selecting this one, I'm going to click on this OK button. I'm going to press enter, right? So this enter will be also captured by some field name or field values, so that system will be able to understand, right? Here I'm giving some data, and I'm clicking on the save button over here. Three times I have passed the command. 3 times I have passed that command. 2 times enter and 1 times on this save button. Here also you can see the first time I have pressed the enter button over here. Second time for this BDC underscore OK code, again I have pressed the enter button. Third time also for the BDC underscore OK code, I have clicked on the save button. That's why equal to BU is coming. So equal to BU means save. Equal to enter means enter. Equal to, here the BDC underscore OK code is nothing but enter here. Just I am pressing the enter. Here equal to enter because it was there in the pop-up screen. So here this is the meaning. Okay. This is the meaning.
This one is also
This is
asked
how
in the interviews.
Oh, is it? Okay. So I didn't come across that. Okay.
Yes.
So what kind of question can you share over here? What kind of question which was there in the interview?
What is the use of BDC underscore OK code in the call transaction section method?
Okay. So what's the use of the BTC underscore OK code in call transaction method or in session method, whatever it is? So in, right? Yeah. So what's the meaning of BDC underscore OK code? So just you will have to tell the answer. Okay. So let's go to the PPT and we'll note down the question. This one also. This question also will note it down. What is the use of BDC underscore OK code in BDC, right? So this is the question we have. This question we are going to give the answer. So answer will have to give. You'll have to tell that this is used to capture the command. That's it. This is used to capture the command. And if they want to listen more, or if you want to explain more, then you can tell, like, when we are going to create the material after putting all the data, right? When we are going to create the material. So on the first screen, after passing all the data, we have to press enter, right? So this enter will be captured by what? This enter will be captured by the BDC OK code. That's it. If you tell this much, he should be satisfied. Okay, he must be satisfied because this is the answer. BDC OK code is nothing for to capture the command, user command. Okay, BDC OK code. Fine. So let's go to the any other question. If you want to discuss, please feel free to discuss.
No problem. In section method, I will ask some questions. I have some more questions.
Session method, right? Session method.
why should you go in BDC section method? Why should you go on call transaction method?
Right. We are going to discuss everything in detail. That is very important interview question as well. Okay. We are going to detail.
How can we schedule background job? How can we schedule a background job in section method or call transaction method both?
Yeah, we will see that one. Okay. So this BDC itself, the activity 5, what you can do that use the subroutine to optimize the code and prepare the internal table. Okay, so this you will have to do. Another, write the different types of BDC display mode and their differences. Okay, please remember this, just memorize it. Okay, रट जाओ इसको, बहुत important है ना. So write the different types of BDC display mode and their differences and share in the WhatsApp. Okay, first remember and then share in WhatsApp. Very important interview question and very simple to answer, right? So it's very simple to answer, but suppose one interviewer is going to ask the question, very simple question, and if you are not able to tell the answer, your morale will be down. So it's better to remember all the simple questions answer. All the simple questions answer first we are supposed to remember, so that if they are going to ask even a simple question, we should be in the situation to tell at least the simple questions answer, right? Simple answer at least we should know. Okay, so that our morale will be boost up. So, write the different types of BDC display mode and their differences and share in WhatsApp. That's fine. And another is different types of BDC update mode. BDC update mode. What are the different types of BDC update mode and their differences and share in WhatsApp? Very important. Just do it. Okay, and try to means you can try creating one SSDB, and I will show you in detail how you can reuse their program. Okay, then maybe you can practice later. Leave that part. So this 3 point you just do it and try to complete and share in the group. Okay, and if you are able to do in a different way by creating the 2 different, here you can see that I have used only one subroutine, right? What you can do, you can categorize in a 2 different subroutine. Here you can see that I am passing this particular value, so the pattern is same here. Here pattern is same, right? Here pattern is same. Okay, here pattern is same. That's what SAP has done. If you see their standard recording now, they have created the 2 routine, right? I've just shown you, and one is for this kind of a structure, program, a screen number, and this starting transaction, and another is for this kind of where we have only the field name and field value. That's why they have created 2 subroutine. If you go and observe, right, the program number 47 I have over there, and for you also it's very easy. Go to SSDB and whatever the program you have created, just put the button over there, click on the program. You will be able to see that, you will be able to see what they have created, right? Transfer from recording, just remember over here, because I was getting the error, right? Read from file, there is no file. Read from the recording, click on this. Okay, give some title or something like this, and then go to the source code. Nicely it will generate the program quickly. Just go and observe. So try to do in this way. One way we have just seen. So first you do with this way, you will be able to understand what we are doing, and try to do yourself to group in a different subroutine. Create 2 subroutine differently and try to achieve in that way. Okay, if you are not able to do, take help of this particular program. They have already done. One subroutine is BDC DINPro, another is BDC Fuel. Throughout the program, they have used only these two subroutine here to prepare the data, right? So you can try like this. Okay, so you can try like this. Fine. So with this, let's stop our session over here. Okay, let's meet in the tomorrow session. Tomorrow is Friday, right? No, today is Friday. Okay, 18th, 19th. Today is Saturday. Tomorrow is Saturday. So we'll meet on the Monday probably. Okay. I will let you know. I might be busy during next week, so I'll just confirm you. Okay. I will just confirm you about my availability, and according I will share on the WhatsApp. Means next week I might not be available. Okay. So maybe from next to next week we are going to have again the regular classes. So these are tentative dates. This 20, 21, 22, at least 3 days or maybe whole week I won't be available. Okay. So try doing all these things and look into some YouTube videos also, learn from there also. There are so many good YouTube videos people has posted over there. You can go and learn from there also. If you have some extra time, please utilize those time from there. Okay, learn from the blog and all. Okay, so utilize this time, and if you have any doubt, please ask to me. Okay, you can drop in the group. Better to drop any question if you have in the group, because the experienced people are also there. They will be able to help you. Okay, so if you have any question, better you put in the group. Okay, so fine then. Thank you very much for attending this session. Bye bye. Have a nice day.